If you are someone who is always in a self-help book, who takes courses on courses on courses, has all these big dreams and these big goals and aspirations, and you just know that you're supposed to be doing something big, yet you're not getting there, and you are just going down and down and down and down and down at this point, when in your head you feel like you should be going up and up and up and up and up, I got you, girl. Welcome to day 2 of Mastering Your Feminine Energy. We are going to figure out exactly how to become that woman. It is going to make you more secure. It is going to make you more confident. It is going to make you more comfortable with your body. It is going to make you better in relationships. It is going to make you have just a great day. I promise you, you're gonna love it. I honestly really do believe that you'll be a different person within a week, but we're doing 30 days to just really solidify this. Plus there's so much to learn with this. With energetics, learning that we are in a masculine world, and masculine, it does not work for people who identify as a mostly feminine energy. If you are a mostly feminine energy, which is usually just women, there are other people that fall on the spectrum. I'm talking to anybody that just identifies as mostly feminine. If you are acting in your masculine energy, you are never going to be happy. Honestly, you are never going to be good. You are going to be doing exactly what your energy is telling you not to do. You're going to be stressed, you're going to be burnt out, you're going to be going in circles, you're going to be unhealthy, you're not going to be in tune with yourself. And then at that point in time, the world is going to project all of that onto you, and you're going to live a life that is unfulfilling and not getting you where you want to go. And it is going to be a life full of force. It's going to be a life full of pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and hoping that you hit your destination, but you hate your life along the way. It's super hard. It's just stressful. It is so stressful. So I found the path of least resistance, y'all. And it's just understanding the energetics. And I have been coaching people for almost a decade. And when I was coaching people, I was guilty of changing their behavior first. And that is the path of most resistance. We want to change the seed that has been planted. It's basically like if you were to plant a rose, let it grow and just let that grow for years and years and years and years and years. And it's this nice, healthy, beautiful rose bush. And then all of a sudden one day you're like, I want to be a happy person. I want to be rich. I want to be healthy. I want to have a great relationship. I want to be in love. And this rose bush does not have any of that. The way that we've learned SMART goals, compound effects, like all of the stuff that we've learned has been to chop the bush and hope that another type of flower grows. Let's say a lily. Let's say a lily is going to represent the lifestyle that we want, the person that we want to be. We literally chop it and then just be like, I hope a lily grows. I'm going to just push and push and push for this lily to grow. I'm going to yell at it. I'm going to shame it. I'm going to put all this different water and all this different stuff in it. I'm going to change the dirt. I'm going to do all this stuff. And I'm just going to expect this lily to grow. And when it doesn't grow, it's my fault. I'm going to shame myself. I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be disappointed. And then after a while, I'm going to become all of these things, this ball of stress. And then I'm going to start blaming everybody around me. You're the reason why this rose is not a lily anymore. You're the reason why you did this. So it's not a lily because you did this too. Like, it's not just me. And you have this whole revolving circle. And that's how we have cynical people. That's how we get people that lose hope on everything. That's how we just go into this hole of just, there's no faith. There's no faith anymore. We're not doing that here. We are taking the path of least resistance because that is the feminine energetic. We are just fluid, living life. We're supposed to be happy and healthy and loved. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that rose bulb out and we're going to plant the lily. The way that we're going to do that is we're not going to mess with our behavior whatsoever. I'm going to tell you guys along this journey how to get thicker hair if you want thicker hair, how to sculpt your face if you want a more sculpted face. Like, I went on a whole jawline journey to help get my jawline because I used to have double chin and that was something I wanted to fix. I'm going to tell you how to have a pain-free body. I am a movement efficiency specialist. I know how to do all that stuff. I'm 27. I fixed my back pain. I fixed my neck pain. I fixed my shoulder injuries. I am the healthiest I've ever been in my life. And I promise you, I did not force a single thing upon myself in this entire journey. I look the best I've ever had, and I'm saying this with confidence because I know that I can get you there as well. I'm going to teach you how to do all of that stuff. I'm going to talk to you about the nutrition and how to get into a healthier lifestyle of nutrition so that you can eat to glow. You don't have to eat just to be healthy. You're eating because if it makes you happy that your skin, your hair, your nails, and everything is glowing and clean and smooth, and you don't have any breakouts, if that makes you genuinely happy, I'm going to show you how to eat for that. I'm going to show you all of these things that are going to make you feel just so good and connected with yourself and so happy. And it's going to be a very organic process. I'm going to show you all of that stuff. But the biggest thing that we're going to focus on is we are going to focus on our mindset. We are going to focus on the seed, the bulb, okay? Right now, let's talk about how you got to where you are today. If we just thought of your life as a movie, right? And we're in the first half, the first quarter, the first 16th bit, the first, or the last quarter, wherever you are on your journey. This applies anywhere, to anybody on any timeline, any age, right? You can teach an old dog new tricks, okay? It's our minds. Our minds have plasticity. They are so beyond complex. We can do something to it if we want to. We are in control, right? Your brain is your circuit board. It is your programming of your entire lifestyle. Everything that you have been told, taught, values that have been instilled in you, things that people have told you that made you feel certain ways. I know you can possibly think of, I know you probably can think of something that happened in your past where someone said one thing to you and it locked in your head forever and it changed the way you looked at yourself. Those things where it was someone said something and it was so emotionally just emotional for you, whether it's a really good emotion, whether it's a bad one, it's stuck in your brain and it stayed with you. That is your brain. That is your circuit board. You can also think of it, I like to say, as your giant library of memories. And when you go into this library, you're the only one that can go into it. And the way that your brain works is it will always prove you right. So if you ever go into your library and say, show me a time when I was smart, it's going to pop out a book, flip to that page, and tell you, you did this on this day. So the way that you got here is you said, I am this, I am this, I am this, I am this, I do this, show me this, I am this, and your brain is popping out all these books and showing you, yeah, you're that, yeah, you're that. So if you're bullying yourself, you can be joking. You're still saying negative things about you, and your brain is taking that seriously, and it'll always prove you right. If you say you're broke, if you say you're fat, if you say you're ugly, if you say you're dumb, if you say you're not worthy of love, if you say you don't want love, if you say any of these things, your brain's going to pop out a book and prove you right. And that's going to be ingrained within you. And then what happens is your body is the physical representation of your brain. Your brain is then going to have those, so the circuits that's going on, and it's going to move your body however it has been ingrained. That's why people can talk differently, speak like with ethnicities, with languages. We all have a mouth. We all have the same mouth. Most of us have the same amount of teeth, but we sound completely different. Why? It's because your brain has been wired to move your mouth a certain way. It's been wired to think a certain way. It's been wired to sleep a certain way, to sit a certain way, to look at yourself a certain way, to speak about yourself a certain way, in a certain tone, with a certain connotation. Like, all of that is wired within us. Whatever's wired in there, our body shows, and then the world reflects. It always gives us who we are. It does not give us what we want. The world will always give us who we are. So if we say, and if in our brain we are insecure, we are always in a broke mindset, we're always stressing about something, we're overthinking all of this stuff, we're very emotional, we don't have a grip on our emotions, our body's going to show it. You're going to see it in your health. You're physically going to be demonstrating these attributes, and then you're going to behave in those ways where that's going to show, and then the world is going to give you exactly what you are. We are going to change the seed by planting new seeds. The way that we plant new seeds is just speaking it. It's just thinking it. It's using our imagination. It's envisioning it. So I'm going to give you guys some exercises to do, and I want you to do this for 10 minutes every single day, morning and night. If you do it for an hour a day, 30 minutes a day at a time, you're gonna have an even bigger transformation. I promise you. The more that you do this, the better it's going to work. So like I said, we're not focusing on behavior anymore. We're not stressing ourselves out with that, because what's going to happen is our behavior is naturally going to change. As we change what's in here, remember, our body reflects what's in here. So if this is changed, our body's going to reflect it. That is how I became the healthiest I've ever been, with the best relationships I've ever been in, with the most abundant amount of money coming towards me, because I did not go out and change my behavior whatsoever. I just changed my brain. I just changed what was in here. I changed the thoughts that I had, and that then changed my behavior, and then the world reflected what was in my head. So here are the things that we're going to say. I love myself so much, and I only do anything and everything that makes me happy. I love myself so much, and I only do anything and everything that makes me happy. I love myself so much, and I only do anything and everything that makes me happy. Look at just how much more I'm smiling. Like, did you notice my aura just immediately change? Like, that is what happens. So I want you to say that for 10 minutes a day. Okay, just that. We're keeping this super simple, y'all. I love myself so much, I only do anything and everything that makes me happy. As you say it, we're gonna inhale, exhale. I love myself so much, I only do anything and everything that makes me happy. I love myself so much, I only do anything and everything that makes me happy. We're gonna do that. We're gonna breathe like that. It's going to relax your mind. It's going to relax your body. One thing you can expect with this is it will help lower your cortisol levels. If weight loss is one of your goals, this is gonna help. You're gonna drop a lot of stress weight. It's going to lower your cortisol levels. Your body's not gonna cling on to the fat that you can't lose anymore. It's going to de-stress you. That is why it's so good to do it a few times a day as well, especially if you are feeling stressed. Do it when you are feeling stressed, because we are only implanting good things in our mind, right? So if you have any negative thoughts, if you notice yourself bullying yourself, if you notice yourself seeing any negativity around you, then I need you to go straight into that affirmation loop. That's going to reprogram your mind to start doing only the things that make you happy. The things that make you happy make you healthy. The things that make you happy make you rich. The things that make you happy make you insanely loved and cherished. The things that make you happy give you the lifestyle that you want. You want to be happy, because when we are happy and we are grateful and we love ourselves and we are secure with ourselves, we're floating up here in the frequency realm, right? And all of the good things that we want is up here. We will be on the same level where we are then attracting all of that stuff. That is the manifestation part. When you are in a negative loop, it could be one negative thought that brings up an emotion, because this is how that works, right? You have a thought that brings up an emotion. Then what happens is, if we don't catch it, which we usually don't, then that emotion, we are then thinking about that emotion, which then brings more of that emotion, which then goes into this loop, and then all of a sudden you think yourself sad, you think yourself angry, you think yourself depressed. We're gonna think ourselves happy. We're gonna think ourselves grateful. It is the biggest challenge that I noticed with staying in this element, because we are so used to being down here. But when we are down here, that is when we're in the realm of doubt, of shame, of judgment, of criticism, of competition, of scarcity, of lack, of all of these bad things that we don't want to be around anymore. And then we just attract all of that stuff. So if you take a step back and look at your movie, your life, and you take notes, you would notice that you have been in the same stuff over and over and over. It could be a different place, a different person, a different job. It could be different wardrobe. It could be whatever. You are the same person over and over and over and over. So we don't want to be down here anymore. We want to be up here. And so this affirmation, I promise you, is going to change your life. It is going to help you. And this is only just the first little exercise we're going to do. So if you want to go crazy with it, do this. Do it as soon as you wake up. As soon as you wake up, like open your eyes, boom, start saying your affirmations. If you want to put on a little meditation music, do it. Do not check your phone, girl. Do not check it, because you never know what's going to be on your phone. You can get some crazy news. You can get some news about something that has nothing to do with you in another part of the world. You can get some crazy text that ruins your day. You could get some ad of how you should be making money. Like, you have no control over what's going to be on your phone, and that's the first thing that's going to implant in your head, and then you're going to go down that spiral, and that's who you're going to be for the day. So if you don't have that control, then don't put anything on your phone yet, and just go straight into those loops. When you wake up, the first 20 minutes that you are awake, once you come into that consciousness of I am now awake, I remember my first breath, you are still so connected with your subconscious, and that's what we're rewiring. So if you can stay in that element and go into that straight off, girl, you're gonna be great. So say it within the first 20 minutes. Say it a few times throughout the day. Say it in the mirror when you're getting ready. Say it in the car. Don't listen to any music right now. Say it in the car. I don't care if your car ride is 30 minutes. Say it in the car. Say it when you're talking to people and you start to feel yourself doubting yourself. Say it when you're before a meeting. Say it before you pick up your kids. Say it before anything. Just say this over and over and over and over and over. You can breathe with it as well. I would recommend the breathing in the morning and the night, because you're going to calm down. And if you're driving, you don't want to be like super calm. You know what I mean? And then move around while you say it. Moving around increases that energy. That's why we all love dancing. That's why dancing's so fun, because it increases our frequency and our energy. And also do it at night as well. Do it right before you go to bed, because what happens is whatever thoughts and emotions you have almost immediately before you go to sleep, or within the hour before you go to sleep, you implant that in your brain. So if you have this entire day where you do this perfectly, and you're chilling, you're vibing, you're doing good, you're loving life, and then you just let yourself spiral right before bed, you overthink, you are going to wake up with what you thought about before bed the next day. And if you're big into dreams and you have dreams too, you're going to notice your dreams are going to change around this too. So do it right before you go to bed. Journal it, say it over and over and over. Do whatever works for you. Say it out loud in the mirror. I always like to brush my hair and like do my hair routine and my face sculpting routine that I'll show you guys later. And I'll be saying my affirmations, because that just gets me in a very calm, relaxed mood. Then I lay down, and then I put on some affirmations, meditations that we're gonna throw into this, don't worry, but we're keeping this simple for the first day. So do that. You are going to notice the biggest change that you've ever had in your entire life, with your self-esteem, with your security, with your relationships, with your views on everything. Because I promise you, when you do the stuff that makes you happy, good things happen. Obviously, you're happy. Happiness attracts great things. Gratitude attracts great things. And then when you stay like that, it attracts great health, because it's such a high vibration. It's very hard to have illness. It's very hard to have ailment when there's hardly any negativity around. Literally, like when there's negativity, that's when our cells start to break up. But when there's positivity, that's when things are healing. Like you're in a positive healing frequency. So you literally start to heal yourself from the inside out just from your mood. So, and we're going to get into the emotional regulation and everything too. Do this for a day, and then I want you to comment on this video about how you felt after the first day. And I want you to be serious with it. And while you're doing this, you're also going to start noticing the things that bring you down. If you notice something brings you down, it is misaligning you. It's taking you out of your feminine energy and out of your power. Get rid of it. Get rid of it in your day. Fill your stuff with stuff that only makes you happy. It's that simple. We are allowed to be happy. We are allowed to be healthy. We are allowed to be happy all the time. We are allowed to be grateful and receiving blessings on blessings on blessings. The shame and the guilt that I remember feeling when I first started this, where I was always happy for a long time, and then someone would come up and literally be, why are you so happy? I used to have to defend it, but now I'm just like, because I was so unhappy for almost the first quarter of my life that I choose to be happy. That's why I don't even defend it anymore. The feminine energy is light, is playful, is fluid, is love, is just magnetic with good energy. So the divine healed feminine, she is magnetic, she is attractive, because she is thinking these beautiful, beautiful thoughts about herself. And that is what she is becoming. And then her body is then showing that, and then the world is then reflecting it. It's going to come to a point where you're going to feel this inner shame and critique of, I'm happy, I shouldn't feel this way. Yes, you should, girl. You can be happy and grateful and getting blessings on blessings on blessings and abundant amounts of love and prosperity and peace and relaxation and youth and everything, you can have it all. You can have as much as you want. The world wants you to thrive. I want you to thrive. The world wants you to be happy, because when you're happy, it gives you what you want. It gives you exactly what you want, and that's what it's here for. It will say, if you ask, then you will receive. If you ask and you're happy, you're going to receive some really nice stuff. Okay? So, day 2 is done. Go into the description. I've got a good summary of this down there for you. I love you so much. The world adores you. We want you to be as happy as you want to be. You have total control, and you've got this.